There is a moment in every life when the world stops obeying the shape we try to force upon it, a moment when the river of time keeps moving and we realize we are the only ones still trying to stand still. Heraclitus said that no one steps into the same river twice. But he didn't mean the river changes, he meant you do. And yet we spend so much of our lives resisting that truth. We cling to the familiar, we grip the past, we brace ourselves against change as if stillness could save us. But stillness is not safety. Stillness is only resistance, and resistance is the source of our suffering. There's a quiet tension inside you, a subtle pressure you've carried for years. You feel it when you wake up, when you rush through your day, when you lie awake at night, replaying moments you can't change. It is the weight of trying to control a world that was never meant to be controlled. The Stoics understood this. Epictetus said that freedom begins the moment you stop trying to control what isn't yours. And what isn't yours is almost everything. The river doesn't belong to you. Time doesn't belong to you. Change doesn't belong to you. But your response does. Your willingness does. Your softness does. Your ability to flow belongs entirely to you. Flow is not movement. Flow is alignment. It is the moment when your inner world stops fighting the outer one. When your thoughts stop pushing against reality and begin to move with it. Zhuangzi called this Wu Wei. Effortless action. Not passivity, not laziness, but the art of moving with the current instead of against it. The art of becoming the river instead of the stone. But becoming the flow requires something we fear more than pain. It requires letting go of who we think we are. Nietzsche wrote that the self is not a fixed thing, but a process, a becoming. We are not statues, we are not monuments, we are not finished, we are motion, we are change. We are the unfolding of something that cannot be held in place, and yet we cling to identities as if they could anchor us. We cling to stories as if they could protect us. We cling to memories as if they could keep us whole. But the river does not honor what you cling to. It only honors what you release. There is a moment, a quiet, almost invisible moment, when you stop resisting. It doesn't feel dramatic, it doesn't feel heroic, it feels like an exhale you didn't realize you were holding. A softening, a loosening, a small surrender. And in that surrender, you feel something shift. The world doesn't change. You do. You stop trying to force the river to slow down. You stop trying to hold the past in place. You stop trying to outrun the future. You simply let the moment be what it already is. And in that acceptance, you discover a truth older than philosophy itself. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you. To become the flow is to stop standing outside your own life as if you were a spectator. It is to step into the current and feel it move through your chest, your breath, your thoughts. It is to recognize that the same force that moves rivers, seasons, clouds, and galaxies is the force that moves you. You are not separate from the world. You are woven into it. You are not a visitor here. You are part of the landscape. And the landscape is always changing. The Buddhists call this anicca, impermanence, not as a warning, but as a liberation. Because if everything changes, then nothing is ever truly lost. It only transforms. And if nothing is fixed, then you are free to become whatever the moment asks of you. You are free to move, free to soften, free to release, free to flow. There is a deeper truth beneath all of this, one that philosophers hint at, but rarely say aloud. The river you fear is the same river that carries you home. The change you resist is the same change that frees you. The flow you avoid is the same flow that reveals who you truly are. You are not the swimmer, you are not the current, you are the movement between them, you are the becoming. And then, one day, Without effort, without force, without trying, you feel it. A quiet alignment, a gentle clarity, a sense that you're no longer pushing against life but moving with it. You feel the river inside you and the river around you become the same river. You feel the boundary dissolve. You feel the separation fade. You feel yourself becoming the flow, not as an idea, not as a metaphor, as a lived truth, a truth that feels like peace. And when the moment ends, when the noise returns, when the mind wanders, when the world pulls you back, you don't cling to the feeling. You don't chase it. You don't try to hold it in place. You let it go, because that too is part of the flow. The river doesn't cling to its waves. The sky doesn't cling to its clouds. The breath doesn't cling to itself. Everything moves. Everything changes. Everything flows. And so do you. In the end, becoming the flow is not about movement at all. It is about stillness. Not the stillness of resistance, but the stillness of alignment, the stillness of presence, the stillness of being exactly where you are without needing to be anywhere else, the stillness that remains when you stop fighting the current and let yourself be carried, the stillness that whispers softly, gently, "You are the flow. You always were. You simply forgot. And now you remember."